Adoption is something that I've thought about for a long time. There was a lot of situations where I wanted to bring kids home from mission trips and all kinds of stuff. And I think she knew and I knew that I really, at some point, I wanted to maybe explore. Was it going to be possible? Were we going to be able to pull it off?
I feel like what really probably spurred it on is him getting hurt. He got hurt in 2019 and he was out for a little bit and I was like, we're ever going to do it. Now's the time to do it. I think I literally probably said, hi, I'd like to adopt. I mean, like,
she has the phone in her hands, right? And she puts the number in and she doesn't press send out right away. She's like, are we gonna do it? Like, it was like a real process. Like, if I do this, it's like a road that you go down and it's like, she's like, she was like, oh, I did it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, well, put it on your ear, like, put it on speaker.
But it was just scary because it's just such an unknown. I mean, I've never done that before.
I think the most exciting thing for me, though, was knowing that I was going to do it with her.
They were like, once you get your paperwork in, then you can become active and we'll give you updates of how it's going and how many people are seeing your profile. Expect up to a few years. It could be years. And it was like between September when we turned our paperwork in and we got the call in January. I was sitting there and I see my phone and it's like a Kansas number and I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder if maybe they're just calling to check in or whatever. And she was like, you've been matched.
Yeah, and all the reasons that we thought were going to hinder us from receiving a baby turned out to be the reason that she chose us. She came from a big family and she wanted her child to be raised in a big family and kind of understand that big dynamic and siblings and craziness and wrestling and what all the stuff that goes with it. She wanted that. The first thought was real excitement, and then you start going, okay, but we've heard stories, where people get matched and then the mom changes their mind. So I just didn't allow myself to.
I think I had more of that than him.
Yeah, I just didn't allow myself to have any.
I was like, if she changes her mind, then it wasn't meant to be. I don't want her to regret her decision. I want her to feel good about her decision. And I don't want to have a baby that someone regrets giving.
She was very upfront with us right away from the very beginning. She included us on the sonograms and
we only had 1 month, but we got some pictures.
She got, out ahead of it with calls, and she would say hey, listen, I'm really gonna make this happen. I'm not gonna change my mind. You guys don't need to worry at all.
We took her to dinner. We get back to the hotel. We're kind of planning for the next morning to go because it's a scheduled C-section. And she texts me and she says, I'm at the hospital, my water broke, and if you guys can get here in the next hour, you can make it.
And then it was like, all right, here we go.
So
this is like,
scrambling.
You're running down the stairs for Christmas or something. Like where do we go? Like what? This is about to happen. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then we got there and they said, okay, one person could go in the room with her. She was like, do you want to come in? And I was like, absolutely, I want to come in. I'm holding her hand. I'm looking at her going, she must be terrified. Like, she's here by herself.
And she's a beautiful, sweet, compassionate girl.
Yeah. So then they hand him to me. Adam comes in.
And the first time I held him, just overcoming of emotions, just looking down and going, you are mine.
We got to bring him home to meet his sisters on Valentine's Day. So we kind of surprised the kids. They thought they were getting takeout or something.
Our family was really excited to welcome him into the family.
I can't imagine the courage it took for her to go through with the pregnancy to the end, and then to go through all of that, because pregnancy is not easy. She didn't have a super easy pregnancy, and then to have this baby and be like, I went through all this stuff, but still the best thing for him is not me.
I know she's not doing it for us. She's doing it for the baby. But sometimes it feels like it was for us. Bailey.
Bailey, it's our baby brother. What? even see him? Was he good on the plane? He's smiling.
She put his needs first. It was not the best thing for her, but it was the best thing for him, for her to have him, and then to give him the life that she wanted him to have.
He wakes up in the morning and he looks up at me and he goes, "You want to play baseball with me?" And I look at him and I say, "Yes, I do."